What did the Arctic Monkeys say when they were playing Riichi Mahjong? Have you got the guts to cheat? Have you no idea that you are sitting in the dealer's seat and it's only East 3? Are there some dragons up your sleeve? Cause it's one more hunt, and if you open up and call a run or maybe a Riichi and win and just repeat, calling run on a 6-3. Do I wanna fold when my hand is one away, back's against the wall? No more Suji tiles today with a second call. Now 2 players are in Tenpai and I'm stuck with no more honored tiles to play. Call in pawn on 2. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. I can't lie, you can probably tell that's one of my favorite songs just of all time. I'm an Arctic Monkeys fan. I think they're really good. That one cover where Alex Turner is looking like a drunk dad at a barbecue for Drake's Hold On, We're Going Home. I'm a fan. I'm down horrendous for the Arctic Monkeys. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Look, I cannot tell a lie. When it rains, it pours. Have you seen the win-loss ratio lately? I'm freaking Steph Curry in the Golden State Warriors during one of their win streaks. The timeline escapes me, and I don't watch sports. The point is, we've been winning, and let's venture together. Let's dip our toes in the water and determine if the adage is true of when it rains, it pours. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I had a good lunch. You know what my least productive time of the day is? And I want you to think about what your least productive time of the day is. And maybe let me know in the comments below, because if we have the same one, if I say what you are thinking, you are legally required to leave a comment, okay? Because I don't know. But the post-lunch 1 to 2 hours after lunch, holy moly, dude. It is impossible for me to get anything done in that time. That is just not a good time for me. I get really full because I tend to eat a lot during lunch. And then I just get super sleepy and I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, why am I here watching a YouTube video at 2 times speed about why Abercrombie and Fitch is experiencing a renaissance? Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really, care that much about that. And that's not to disparage that video essay or the content that I'm watching. It's just the time of the day when I'm most at risk, when I'm most like a teenager that's been handed their first jazz cigarette, is the post-lunch sleepy weepy period. That's the honest truth. Anyway, this hand is weird. It's like good, but also it's dangerous, right? Left Lord's got the world's most obvious half flush in the circle suit. We got to get rid of any dangerous circle tiles as soon as we draw them. Maybe, except for that one, I don't know. We could actually use it in our hand. It's a little risky, right? He's a bit of a flirt, but I'm gonna give him a chance, because if we hang on to this circle tile, it's probably the only one that I would genuinely consider right now. If we hang on to it too late and we have to discard another circle tile later, then we're gonna get ourselves into some trouble with Left Lord, right? Although, when it rains, it pours. So what are we looking at here? Let's get rid of our circle tile lately. The nut draw right now. Senator, if you'll have me, if you'll allow me. 3 of bamboo. 3 of bamboo is the nut draw. We call a Riichi on a triple-sided weight with 3 Dora. That is disgusting. I'm going to get rid of this 1-2 in favor of whatever this shape is. This is incredible. We get into Tenpai with a 3 of characters, a 6 of characters, a 1. Oh, mommy, I don't know. If we get into Tenpai on our next draw, I will con and then call Riichi. I will gladly con and then, oh, This is the most disgusting thing that has ever happened to me in Riichi Mahjong. I mean, I've gotten a Yakuman before, but this just feels nasty. Do you know what I mean? Holy moly, no one at this table everyone understands the danger that they're in. I've opened up 2 Orador for myself. I've called Riichi with 4 door. That's a farm to table manga, and if I hit any Orador, it's basically a Hane manga. Holy moly, dude. We could still deal into left lord, right? We could still deal into left lord, but I don't know. It looks like a cross lord's folding. It looks like left lord's folding. It even looks like right lord is folding. Let's see what happens. You can fold all you want. But like Thanos, oh, nar, dude. Oh, nar. My Riichi gets chased. Okay, but this is, it could backfire. If they chase my Riichi, then they could also deal into me. We got a lot of 3 of characters left, a lot of 6 of no Oradora. They're the dealer? Oh my, yeah. Riichi Mahjong is all about pain. Riichi Mahjong is legitimately about pain. That was CBT. That was cognitive behavioral torture. Holy moly. I mean, I'm gonna savor that moment for the rest of my life. I don't got a lot going on right now, okay? But the con into the closed con into the guaranteed Riichi is just something that's chef's kiss perfect. We honestly could have ended the game there. Like if things just hit just right, we maybe could have ended the game. I don't know. Or we would have been in a hilariously commanding position, right? It's like when you spread your legs and sit, reverse style on a chair. That's a commanding position. I mean, that's also colloquially known as the cool teacher position. Like, hey, I'm just one of you. We're kicking it in a clubhouse right now. Okay, the ghosts of the West Wind from last round clearly have something to say. Oh, my bad, dude. Should have been reading the tile flow there. Should have been reading the tile flow so that I would have known to accept the West Wind into my hand. Absolutely not. Point is, after lunch is a sleepy time. And dude, the thing is that this is the insidious part about anxiety, okay? The insidious part about anxiety is that, like, it's really hard to tell when you're having like not a panic attack, but like a light panic attack, right? I know that when I'm watching YouTube at 2 times speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I guess we're gonna keep the 9. We don't really have a pair in this hand. We have the 3 of characters, but that doesn't really count, right? I think I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be getting rid of that. I should be thinking about, maybe I should be thinking about throwing this. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should have been throwing this 5 of characters because it's a little redundant with this 2, 3. It's never like we're gonna use this. I mean, but like we could draw into 2, 4 of characters. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not play this hand very well. You feel free to light me up in the comments, but please don't because it's kind of rude. But I don't think I played this hand very well at all. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, light panic attacks. I think when I'm microdosing anxiety, or when anxiety has, this is probably more accurate, has started to microdose me. The way that I can tell is if I'm watching YouTube videos at 2 times speed, it is to avoid something. In that moment though, I can't snap myself out. It's like a powerful genjutsu in Naruto. How are you supposed to snap yourself out? You need like an ally. That's why it's like nice to have a pet around, or like, I don't think I'm supposed to chi here, but like maybe. I don't think I'm winning this hand. But it gives us a good opportunity to throw a dangerous tile while it's half Suji. Okay, we still have 2 relatively safe tiles while Right Lord calls the Riichi, and it's a very hilariously short-lived Riichi with a cross lord winning with 2 Han right after that. Okay, I mean, we're in last place after playing perfectly. What? It's hard to pinpoint where I went wrong. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend? Frey style? They're thinking about what to discard though. Okay, interesting. Maybe a mixed triple sequence somewhere in here. Dude, the West Winds are clinging to me. The West Wind can't get enough of me. What is this? The dating market? Ha cha cha. Yeah, when I'm watching YouTube videos at 2 times speed, it's because I'm avoiding something. So I tried to do a new thing today, and it's for future lunches. Okay, I am an iPad kid, and this is an embarrassing revelation. I promise this is all gonna make sense. Let me take a detour conversationally to describe to you this iPad. I am an iPad kid. And I've realized that the days that I'm in most danger of losing to YouTube or like online content in general is when I move the iPad away from my nightstand. If I leave the iPad on my nightstand, I won't want to go like engage with it. And then like, that's fine. That's perfect, right? Like I won't engage with it. But my laptop, holy moly. I mean, you gotta have a laptop, right? So the laptop is just out and about, and I don't like it. So what I did was, this is a 300 IQ move. Let's see if it pays off. I moved a magazine to my eating table. And eating table, what am I, an alien learning English? What the hell? To the dining table, right? Uh-oh. I don't know what to do with this hand. We got 4 pairs on our hand, no album out. Am I ever supposed to just like pawn here and go for all triplets? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to get rid of these 9s because they're a spicy meatball. This is one of those hands that's gonna get us into trouble. I kind of feel it. Like it looks okay, but it's really, really hard to complete. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're ever gonna be happy with a 7, 8, 9, are we? We'd be happy with a pure double sequence on a 7, 8, 9, but like that's not gonna happen. So you know what? While other people are assembling their 7s and 8s, let's just get rid of our dangerous tile right now. Right Lord calls the Riichi. Hilariously short-lived Riichi. That one, they didn't even have to wager their 1,000 points. Deal into another 2 on hand. Okay, this is fine. You know, evening out the gold. Still very much so anyone's game right now. This is not a bad hand. You've heard of bad grandpa, but bad hands. This is not a bad hand. This is a very clear all simples angle. I would chi on a 4 of characters because it's a hard shape to complete, or you know, a 7 of characters would absolutely hit the spot. Holy guacamole! Sorry for the language. I don't know what's vulgar in your household. Anyway, I put a magazine on the dining table, so now hopefully the next time I eat, I will not be tempted to dive into the belly of the content mines, you know? And I realize I'm like, again, I know I'm making YouTube videos. Hang on, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, one of the most regrettable decisions of my life, pawning right there. But I feel like we got to compete with this hand. We got to move fast. I mean, Right Lord feels like they're moving pretty fast too, but I don't know. Maybe this is just wrong. Left Lord's discarding gas as well. Holy moly. I mean, I don't know. What would be the nut drop? Probably like the 5 of... That's not... You didn't let me finish. Thank you. Probably something like the 5 of circles. I mean, the 6, 7, 8 is definitely going to be a thing in our hand, right? Stop trying to make fetch a thing. But like the 7 of characters can definitely be a thing in our hand. I mean, we're 1 tile away from Tenpai. It doesn't look like it. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai, so let's keep a safe tile. We might deal in here. People have got fast hands. Right Lord schmoovin right now. They're absolutely schmoovin. Okay. Okay. They're probably in Tenpai. At this point, we could still fold. It's not super duper. What the? It was a terminal tile. It felt pretty safe. That hurt. That definitely hurt. Maybe we were just supposed to fold. Maybe like... You know, maybe the lesson that we learned there is sometimes, don't quote the Frey lyric, Yusong, just don't quote the Frey lyric. Sometimes the hardest thing and the right thing are the same. God damn it, he quoted the Frey lyric. So the thing that we learned from last round is when you have an all simples hand and it looks good, Like, if someone else is moving fast, if someone's going faster than you, don't race them. Like, if your hand is not as fast, you cannot race them. Evangelion 1.3.1, you will not be racing. So this hand is 1 away from Tenpai right now as the dealer, but it's like bad Tenpai, you know what I mean? Like this, it's gonna be a closed weight no matter what. If you're gonna press me for what the nut draw would be right now, it's another 5 of bamboo or another 3 of bamboo, and then we get rid of this horrendous garbaggio that is the 1-2 shape. The 2-4 shape in the circle suit isn't that bad, right? We draw a 5 of circles, suddenly we're feeling much better. Please, I'm begging you. I mean, if I have to, this is also fine. This is absolutely also fine. We have the chance for Riichi Pinfu here if we draw into a 3 of circles. Unfortunately for us, a crosslord is going like omega fast with their hand. They discarded a 9 and an 8. That could mean that they have like a 5-6 or something. They discarded a 4. I don't even know where that comes from necessarily. I'll throw the 1 of characters. It's slightly more risky. I'm scared, dude. Everyone in here has really fast hands. And this is like our first chance as the dealer. Hopefully it's not our last chance, you know? We still get to be the dealer on South 4, but that's a much more desperate position to be in. Swiping right on everyone. Okay, if we had kept this shape, we would have been fine, but I don't think that we were supposed to keep the... Maybe we were. But like, even if we had those 8s in our hand, yeah, okay, oh my god. We wouldn't have made it into Tenpai. Right Lord was waiting on a green dragon or a red dragon. They also have a Dora. Okay, we haven't really gotten the chance to participate beyond that monster of a first hand. What is this? 7 out of 13 orphans and the worst starting draw I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know. I don't think that we're supposed to go for orphans here. 7 out of 13 is like really bad. It's not great. And also our hand is not zuzzy enough. Our hand is not strong enough to go for the half flush either. Like we don't have a pair of any of these. Although I'm like, maybe we should just start discarding the... Okay, all right, fine. You won me over. Fine, maybe the half flush and hopefully the east wind is not gonna be it's not gonna come back to bite us. The good thing about the half flush is that we can fold with all of our honor tiles later. Oh my. Okay, all right, fine. All right. The universe has forced my hand. Sometimes, you know, look, I've never done Tai Chi before, but I'm assuming in Tai Chi, they're like, let the river flow through you, you know? Don't try to control everything. Tai Chi, the purpose is to let yourself Tai be, you know? I don't know, I've never done it before. So, I have a grandmother. Most people do. You know, just biologically. And she does Tai Chi in China with a steel sword. I get tired from walking on the sidewalk. You know, there's some, clearly those genetics haven't been passed down to me, you know? Maybe a recessive gene or something, just like doing badass stuff. I don't know. I think it'd be good. I think it'd be calming. You know what I just realized? I think that like, and this is, please let me, like, I'm trying not to offend anyone. I can sincerely promise you that. But I'm thinking to myself, like, what if Tai Chi is just like meditation, but you get to move around while doing it? Like that honestly sounds pretty nice, you know? Because sometimes in meditation, you start, the mind goblin is like, the tongue position in your mouth is weird. You know what I mean? That's why sometimes yoga instructors are like, let your tongue rest on the roof of your mouth. You're like, thank you. Now I know what to do with it. Uh-oh, we're 1 tile away from Tenpai, and it's a effing disaster because the 4 of bamboo is a safe tile. Uh-oh, I'm getting into trouble discarding a green dragon. I hope they don't ron me. Okay, they didn't. I'll stop stalking in this cadence. Please, a 4 of... So here's the thing. We started out friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend. We do not con here. We do not, we cannot go to Khan Academy here. The nut draw right now is a 5 of bamboo. We get to discard this. Sea wind, prevalent wind, red 5. That is the nut draw. This is the reason that Right Lord was emoting for a second and I covered it up, but oh, this is so greedy. This is so unbelievably greedy. I could have discarded the North Wind and waited on the 4 of bamboo, but I don't. Ah, it immediately came. What are you, not on antidepressants? Please, a 5 of bamboo? I mean, this is, oh, this is so greedy. Hoisted by my own greed, dude. Woo! Should have gotten a better gamer chair, buddy. Okay, now it's legitimately anyone's game. We're back in this. We're back in this. At least we can take a running shot at second place. All right, all right, all right. This hand is not that bad, too. This is a hand that I definitely understand. East Wind and North Wind are not long for this world. 2, 3, 4 is a lovely thing to see. So we have the opportunity to go for all simples here, right? But I think, you know, let's learn some lessons. Even though we can go for all simples, it does not mean we should open up our hand like ASAP Rocky. Does not mean we should open things up immediately. Holy moly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this 8 or this 3 of bamboo is going to become something. Maybe this 6 of bamboo becomes something. And then we get rid of this 8 and this 3. I'm like almost at that point where I could start pawning and cheeing my way to the top. Okay, now the 8's a little redundant. Now we can pawn to get into Tenpai. If we pawn, you know, the 6 of bamboo will be in Tenpai. Unfortunately, it's not great. The nut draw right now would still be something like a 5 of characters. I get to call Riichi, Pinfu, Red 5 all simples as well. Like, that is a pretty gross hand. I'm not gonna call Riichi here. This, I don't think, is the right move, because this is what you've heard of bad grandpa, but bad Riichi. This is no one's gonna discard a. I'm just gonna sumo it. I know if we had Riichi, we would have gotten Riichi Sumo Ipatsu. Even so, I don't think it's correct. I don't think it's correct. Now look at this. We're so solidly in second place. We're like a mon gone away from first as well. Yeah, I don't know. So speaking of my grandparents, I'll also say this. Like my grandpa on my mother's side, they visited us in the States when I was really young, and of course they had like a lot of spare time because, you know, we lived in a suburb. It's not like New York City where they can go to like you know, it's not like New York City where they can just like go to Chinatown and hang out. We were in upstate New York. It's like 5 hours away from anything. So my grandpa had a lot of spare time as they were visiting, and he this is when I was really into Kingdom Hearts, and he would do a lot of woodworking, you know, and he built me like these keyblades that I think my family still has somewhere, just like in storage. It was like so skillful. Are these 4 Dora? No, the green dragon is the Dora. This is a terrifying situation though. 7 of circles is actually something that we'd like to see in our hand. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai, which is hilarious with this hand because you don't really expect it. What do we want to see here? We want to see a 7 of bamboo. Absolutely, we want to see a 7 of bamboo. That's probably the only instance in which we call Riichi, nothing else. If we see another West Wind, if we see like a 2 of bamboo, we don't have to call Riichi. We can sit in Damaten for a pure double sequence, right? And that's gonna feel pretty good. Anyway, yeah, like, you know, people are just like skilled. Okay, left Lord Sumos before we can get too carried away. Why didn't they call Riichi? They were waiting on a 4 of characters or a 5 of bamboo. Yeah, that's also a bad Riichi. I probably would have slammed it if I were them, depending on how early they got there. But I can see their desire there, right? Just to stay in the dealer seat, keep it flowing, keep it zuzzy. All right, fair enough. The 9 is not really that helpful. It did cross my mind looking at this hand. Like, what if we just threw the 5 away and go for like a half outside hand or a full outside hand? I mean, that's making it pretty tempting as well. But I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I think we're supposed to just play this hand a little normal style, and we're grateful for the North Winds in case we want to fold later. You know, if I can ever get him out of my parents' home and out of storage, I would honestly love to show you sometime. Because they're like a marvel, you know? Just like nice woodworking. I'm resisting the urge to make a woodworking joke. Maybe resisting the urge to say something like I've been woodworking every day since I've been 13. Because it's a nice and sentimental story that I just shared, and of course I wouldn't want to devalue it with such a vulgar statement, you know? It's called class. Look it up. People on YouTube, they don't have class anymore. All right, what are we hoping for here? Riichi Pinfu is out of sight, and I don't mean like groovy. I mean that it's really, really far away. That 5-6 would have been great. I think that we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are probably going to be our 5 shapes. We're going to end up waiting on a 7 of characters and an 8 of circles, most likely. Would love that 3 in our hand. Okay. It's getting a little awkward. I don't know if, like, this hand is tricky. It's valuable. We got 2 Dora, but it's very, very difficult to complete. I hate the fact that we've discarded a 4, 5, 6 in the bamboo suit. And that Right Lord is willing to call a Riichi, and a Cross Lord is willing to Riichi. Okay, this is a freaking nightmare. Oh, thank you so much for one of the tiles that I need now while 2 players are in Tenpai. That's perfect. Right Lord takes it. That's gonna make it a little bit harder for us to get first, but we're in the dealer seat. This is a Riichi only hand. They were waiting on a 2 or a 5 of circles. Okay, all right. The reason that that's not Pinfu is because their pair is a Yakuhai pair. So Pinfu only allows for your pair to be not your seat wind, not the prevalent wind, and not a dragon tile. That's one of the restrictions, the few restrictions of Pinfu, right? Or I guess like the only restriction of Pinfu. All right, this isn't terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes in our hand, no album out. What would be the nut draw right now? Oh, okay. This is a little bit dangerous. The south wind is the Dora, and Zendaya is Michi. Sure, if you're gonna discard it, I'm gonna discard it. This is a perfect opportunity. Yeah, everyone's gonna discard it. Okay, nice, nice. We don't want a Crosslord to make a comeback out of 4th place. East wind is still good for us. We can still make something happen with the east wind. That's our seat wind. We just want to be able to call like a Riichi Pinfu with this hand, probably, right? Yes. Unfortunately, I don't think we've drawn a single good tile. Like keeping the south one, I think would have been pretty ill-advised, considering that Right Lord would have had 2 of them. I mean, that's maybe confirmation bias. I'm not sure. Another east one would be great here. What would I discard? Probably the 8 of bamboo. Keep this 2, 4, 6 shape alive. Okay, that is a good tile. That is actually a good tile. Let's throw out the east wind. Keep as many tiles open as possible for acceptancy. Okay. F. These are not the droids that we currently want to be seeing right now. So it doesn't matter, like, because we're in the dealer's seat, it doesn't matter that we need 10,000 and some odd points to get back into first place. We just want to win with this hand. That is the true desire. Okay, I shouldn't have discarded the 2. I'm telling you that right now. We could have drawn into a 3 and had a 1, 2, 3, and the 6s are now our pair. That's a straight up misplay. That is a straight up misplay. I think I'm keeping this. I think I'm keeping this shape. Why? If we draw into a 7 of circles, we can set the world's zuzziest Suji trap, discarding a 2 and an 8 and waiting on a 5 ultimately. That would feel pretty good. 5, 6, 7, maybe a 6, 7, 8 mixed triple sequence if we happen to draw into an 8 of characters. Otherwise, I don't think that's going to be possible. Okay, we had a shot at greatness there. We genuinely had a shot at greatness, but Right Lord had just like a really fast Pinfu, you know? We're in the dealer seat. We're trying to make magic happen, but if the right tiles don't come, unfortunately, that's Mahjong, baby. There's nothing too much that we can do there. We'll take 2nd place, especially after recovering from a disaster East 1. A lesser player, a League of Legends player, would get psychologically tilted out of their gourd and would not be able to recover. But me, a mental fortress of resiliency, able to recover. I don't even want to relive that East 1 hand. It's too painful. What happens here? So you are, oh, I love this. You're not calling a con until you absolutely have to. So if you throw this, you are in Tenpai waiting on a 4 or a 7 of circles. You might even call Riichi with the 5. Yeah. This is nice, right? It's not Riichi Pinfu, but it's Riichi double-sided weight, Dora, red 5. It's 4 Han. Hit an Aura Dora, your Gohan, right? That's a Mangon. Who does this 5 deal into? Probably a Crosslord, right? Maybe this 7 just weirdly comes from a 3-4 or something? I have no idea. Or maybe this comes from a 6-7-7 shape. Maybe it comes from a 6-7-7 shape. It comes from a random double pair weight. Okay, fair enough. A 5-5-7. That's not impossible either. I deal in with this hand. I deal in with the 9 of circles, and they just so happen to have 2 Dora. Maybe I should have been a little bit careful. Like, when did they chi my 6 and they discard an 8? Ah, okay. The 8 doesn't really make sense, right? Like, it's not part of this 4-5 shape. The 8 probably is from like an 8, like a 7-8-8 or a 8-9-9. Ah, okay. All right. It's just to be mindful. Like, we have to learn how to be more mindful of watching the discards after someone cheese or pawns in the late game. That's like something that I could easily do to level up my gameplay. Red dragon gets you into trouble here. You had the green dragons bricked up in your hand. Nothing we can do there. I think I would chase that as well. This player Dave Matthews Band deals into me. Holy moly, they call Riichi here. Right, they called a fairly early Riichi. What are they waiting on? They're waiting on a 7 of circles for a pure double sequence Riichi. This is not Pinfu, but they could also win on a 4 of circles as well. I mean, this is nice. Riichi 2 Dora, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's 3 Han as the dealer. We were very fortunate in discarding just like safe tiles and getting into Tenpai here. A little greedy probably to hang on to the North Winds, but maybe it was the right thing to do here. I don't know. It's 1 more Han for us, and it ended up working out, you know? I suppose in this situation, it's like the likelihood that we would have gotten into Tenpai is so low anyways that, you know, if you're gonna go for it, greed. Like it's you know, you're fighting an uphill battle. This is a nice hand. Riichi, double-sided weight, red 5 Dora, all simples. Okay. Okay. I love that you chased with a Suji tile that's safe. And this is just like the luck of the draw. Yeah, you lost your monster hand to this baby hand. Holy moly. That's painful. That's definitely painful. It's like having a con of the Dora in East 1. We don't talk about it. All right. They deal a 4 of characters, and they end up dealing into this silent Dominton hand. Yeah, unfortunately, that last hand, we just weren't fast enough to participate. They're in Tenpai, waiting on a 5 or an 8. Everyone's in Tenpai here. Did they give an indication of, and I'm so sorry, I keep accidentally, like, moving the animation forward? Like, I'm trying to see if they gave any indication that they're waiting on a 6-7. No, no, they're not. And I'm so sorry we've seen that Ron so many times, but sometimes the tile that a player discards after they pawn or chi in the late game gives a lot of clues as to what they might be going for, you know? All right, 2nd place isn't that bad. Can we expel 4th place from our match history? Maybe we can. We got to play 4 more games without getting 4th place. Knowing me, that's not going to happen. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. It helps out the channel a lot. Subscribe, of course, if you want to see more new videos every day. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. You can find that link in the description down below, along with our community Discord and the VODs channel, which is getting omega uploads right now. Nancy Drew playthroughs, Yakuza videos, Polybridge. Till next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.